Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah and today I'm going to do something new. I wanted to add some new products to my Etsy store, but I wanted to keep the environment and being environmentally friendly in mind when I do that. So I've decided to do some upcycling, and I'm also going to show you in this video how I'm going to package that. I have a separate video on a whole bunch of different eco-friendly packaging supplies that you can buy. So I'm going to incorporate that, but take it a little bit further with some branding, and I'll explain those shipping materials at the end of the video. So I have my little pile of things that I've worked on, and I've already completed them, so I'm going to show them to you finished, and I'll tell you where I bought them. And I'll also insert some clips of me actually designing them or lettering on them to upcycle. So first is this little makeup bag, and I absolutely love it. It is an ASOS makeup bag, and I bought it from Thrift. So it has been used, but it was in perfect condition, so it doesn't look like there aren't any like makeup stains inside. So I don't know if that person even used it. It has these two little ears, and it's like a quilted faux leather. So I wanted to play on the ears and do something kind of like cat related. So I decided to write pure evil or pur evil, and I did this with the Angelus white leather paint. I'll show you how I did that right now.
So the paintbrush I'm using is just a size 0 regular paintbrush, but it would be better if the bristles were longer, because then you could do longer strokes. And again, I'm just using the white Angelus acrylic paint. It took a couple coats just to make sure it was really opaque. And they do have some finishing products that you can use to make sure that it lasts longer.
Next is this wallet. It is a real leather wallet from Perlina, and I also got this one from Thrift. It has this chain, and when you open it, there's a zipper part in the front, and then on the inside you have card areas. This zips up, and then you have another zip for change, and then you have another area for like ID and cards, etc. So for this one, I decided to letter Lady Luck. I don't gamble, but I really love Vegas and that whole style, so I wanted to try that, and I think it was fitting for a wallet. And I did it in the same paint as the makeup bag I just showed you.
So to start, I drew the lettering with a pencil. It's a white pencil, and it is a washable pencil, so you can find one of these at like a sewing store or a craft store, and basically it will just wipe away with water afterwards. You might want to test it on a small piece first to make sure that it wipes away from your leather, because sometimes different leathers can act differently. So this one took a lot longer than the makeup bag. There was way more lettering, so I just wanted to make sure that the thicknesses were the same throughout. And because my brush was really tiny, I wasn't able to just do one solid stroke that remained the same throughout the whole piece. So I would suggest getting the right thickness of brush instead of having to go over it a few times. And again, like I said, Angelus has products that you can use to make sure that it gets rid of any oil before you start, and then they have products to use as finishers afterwards to make sure it lasts nice and long.
Okay, so that's it for the accessories. Now moving on to the clothing. So I started with this shirt. I did this on one of my own shirts a while ago, and everybody really loved it, so I thought maybe I would do a second one because I wanted to keep the other one for myself. So I'll do another one, put that one on my shop in case anybody else wants to grab it. So it's a plain black v-neck, like it's a very small v-neck. I think it's a men's shirt, and it's actually from H&M, from their basic collection. So for this one, I actually embroidered. So it says go away on the back. This is the front, and then this is the back. And I just did some chain stitch embroidery. I don't have a video on the chain stitch process. This is what it looks like on the inside. But because it was really dark when I did this and I didn't record it, but you can look up some videos online of how to do a chain stitch. This is just my second attempt at chain stitching, so I'm still learning, but I think it looks pretty good. So the next item, I decided to screen print. So this, oh, and by the way, I got this from a thrift store in Roncesvalles in Toronto. And this one I also got from a thrift store. I got this from Value Village. It is a men's medium long sleeve, like jersey t-shirt. It's like a heavy cotton and it's quite long. So it just felt like a super, super cozy shirt that you could just wear around the house or with leggings or whatever. And I wanted to do a screen print on this because I just got my screen printing kit from Bobbin Hood, and I'll link a video for that as well, how you can actually use it. It's a little bit different screen printing process than the traditional way. So I wanted to use that. So for this one, I screen printed this pizza. My husband calls it a zombie pizza.
So I'm using the ink from Speedball, and they have two different whites. One is the opaque white and one is the normal white. And I bought the opaque white because I am printing on a black shirt. However, the opaque white does have some sort of like glittery kind of look to it. It's not super obvious, so I went ahead with it anyways, and I think it turned out really well. And again, I'm using my screen from Bobbin Hood. I'll make sure to link that in the description box.
Okay, so my last completely done item is definitely my favorite, and it is this Camo Jacket. I got this actually from the ASOS marketplace, which I've never heard of until I looked up places to buy used clothing online. So it's on the ASOS website, but it's their like vintage used clothing section. And this is just a vintage camouflage like army jacket. It's a size small, but it's a men's, so but it fits pretty well. And I did it in the same white as the t-shirt. So this is on the back.
So to do this one, again, I used my Bobbin Hood screen, and you can see here that using the waterproof paper that is purchased with this screen, I used my Cricut to cut out the stencil. And then I placed the pieces that were like had fallen out of the stencil on the fabric and then put the screen over top. I have a whole tutorial on how I do this, and I'll link that so you can see. And when I removed the screen, you can see that there's an area where I didn't get enough ink at the bottom. Usually I find the bottoms and the sides are where you might forget to press hard enough to get the ink. But that's fine, I'm just touching them up with a paintbrush and the paint. And this is the final outcome, and I think it looks really great. I had to touch up a couple spots, but I don't think it's that noticeable.
So that's everything that I've completed. I have a leather jacket that I still want to do, and I'll probably record that to show you in a new video. So now I'm going to show you how I'm going to package these to send to anybody who buys them.
So this is the tissue paper I got from Noissue. They sent it to me, and I was so excited because it's something I wanted for a while. I designed the print myself. And I'm just going to tell you a little bit about Noissue because I think it's really important. They believe that sustainable packaging doesn't have to be unattainable. You can be environmentally conscious and responsible while creating a premium product for your customers. So what Noissue does is they are part of the Eco Packaging Alliance, and every time you make an order, they plant trees for areas in need. And they also strive to be a leader in sustainability. All their ink is soy-based, and their tissue is completely acid-free and FSC certified. SC stands for Forest Stewardship Council, which is an organization that works to promote the practice of sustainable forestry worldwide. This council ensures customers have the option to choose forest products like paper and wood that have been sourced in an environmentally friendly, socially responsible, and economically viable manner. So being environmentally conscious is one of their core values, which means it's a company that I'm happy to promote and a company I'm happy to use in my shop.
I hope you enjoyed my video and the little upcycle projects I showed you. I show little sneak peeks of these on Instagram, so make sure to follow me. And I really love the tissue from Noissue. and I just realized that rhymes. It's great that they keep the environment in mind, and it makes it easy for me to add really awesome branding and finishing touches to my package. So thank you, No Issue, for the tissue paper. I hope to see you guys again soon.